Your phone is buzzing, the hallway is loud, and you feel a constant, low-level pressure to keep up. When you are constantly processing a barrage of social and digital noise, your daily life quickly blurs into a chaotic loop. You feel drained because your energy is constantly being pulled outward. You do not have to accept that state of exhaustion. There is a precise, mechanical way to stop the leaks in your energy field. We are going to walk through the exact steps to build an impenetrable protective light field around your mind and body. Right now, the world has trained you to be a human viewer, someone who passively absorbs whatever static the environment throws at them. The steps we are about to cover are designed to reverse that process, turning you into a human doer who dictates the frequency of your own space. By taking responsibility for your own energetic state, you seal the holes in your focus. You stop reacting to the simulation of daily life and start commanding it. Building this architecture requires 60 seconds of absolute quiet before you begin your day. Before you check a notification or respond to a text, you need to establish your baseline defense. Look at this structure. You are not operating alone. You are part of a 3-part spiritual team. To function correctly, these 3 points must be synced every morning. At the top is your causal presence, your infinite power plant. In the middle, at your chest, is your Crystic Conscience, your inner coach and filter. At the bottom is the divine soul, the physical you. When you pause to acknowledge this connection, you activate a direct lifeline of energy from the top down. Once the connection is active, deploy your primary defense. Visualize a massive cylinder of electric white light descending from your causal presence. This is the tube of light. It locks into place around you, creating a 9-foot wide barrier. This visualization acts as a deliberate grounding mechanism. By locking in this barrier, you are signaling to your nervous system that your internal space is now separate from the pressure of the hallway or the classroom. By establishing this barrier first thing in the morning, your internal light stays safely contained inside, while the static and stress of the outside world bounce off. You are setting the terms of your day before the environment can. Even with a strong morning defense, your energy field takes hits throughout the day. Mindless scrolling, toxic arguments, and heavy digital addictions act as spiritual solvents. They literally eat away at your protective layers. When that happens, your aura looks like a damaged survival suit. You develop jagged holes and cracks in your energy field. Your focus and vitality are actively leaking out into the surrounding space, which makes you a sponge for other people's anxiety and depression. To fix this, you use a high-vibration tool called the violet flame. By visualizing this purple fire washing over your aura, you are applying spiritual duct tape. It cauterizes and seals the tears, repairing the damage to your energy field. You can use this tool to clear unexplained fatigue or to shed a heavy mood that you may have absorbed from your environment. With your suit repaired, you have to actively defend against external threats. Hallways and group chats are often filled with energy vampires and drama magnets looking to siphon your light. When you feel a sudden wave of social anxiety or an intense fear of judgment, you are being hit by external static. Mentally call up your shield of faith to intercept and deflect these phobia pulses before they can reach your chest. You also need to secure your own output. If a group starts gossiping, applying a mental blue flame seal over your throat stops you from joining in. The gray fog of the mob consciousness stays out, and your high-quality light stays in. By combining daily repair with active, real-time blocks, you cut off the siphon. The toxic environments that used to drain your spiritual bank account lose their leverage over you. The outside world is only half the equation. Modern platforms use high-velocity stimuli to deliberately fragment your attention span. This is the time glitch. Your internal clock is sped up so rapidly that deep thought becomes physically uncomfortable. The immediate countermeasure is simple: silence. Swap 10 minutes of mindless bed rotting for 10 minutes of absolute quiet. Sitting in silence resets your internal clock and clears the digital smog from your mind. Once the noise clears, you will notice your own internal shadow. These are the sudden cravings, the flashes of anger, and the intense urges to blend in with the crowd. Think of this shadow as an untrained beast living in the basement of your mind. The most common mistake is assuming that every impulse you feel is your true self. When a sudden craving hits, pause, check in with your inner coach, and ask, is this the real me, or is this just the beast barking? If it is the shadow, you use your fire will to simply not act. The shadow feeds on your reactions. Every time you choose to sit still and ignore the impulse, you are starving the beast of the energy it needs to survive. Once you have stopped your leaks and starved your shadow, you begin to accumulate a surplus of light. Now you transition from playing defense to making spiritual investments. The highest yield investment you can make is selfless service. When you use your energy to help someone else without expecting credit, you build permanent spiritual wealth. That wealth is stored here, in the threefold flame of your heart. The blue plume holds your power and will. The yellow plume holds your wisdom, and the pink plume holds your love. As you invest your energy through wise choices and service, these flames equalize and grow tall. When this happens, you experience a natural state of flow. Your work gives you more energy than it takes. Defending your aura keeps you safe, but expanding your threefold flame is how you build a reserve of power and wisdom. When you are no longer reacting to external static, you begin to master your own environment. You now have the complete architecture. You establish the tube of light in the morning. You use the violet flame to repair damage. You block social vampires, and you starve the shadow impulses trying to drain your focus. You are no longer a victim of a heavy, frantic environment. By controlling your own energy, you operate as a fully sovereign individual. The static of the world cannot move you because you are anchored in your own light. Tomorrow morning, before you touch your phone, take 60 seconds. Sync your spiritual team, call down your tube of light, and secure your baseline defense. By taking command of your internal energy, you ensure your fuel tank stays full. This is the first step toward living as a sovereign individual who carries their own atmosphere wherever they go.